Good morning. Good morning, Natasha. Hello, hello. Copy link. There we go. All right. Just gonna light my candle. I made my own candles the other day. This is one of them, but the thing is that it's not melting correctly. So I think I didn't place the string correctly. Must have some other name. Can't think of it. You know what I mean. But it does smell nice. It has some bergamot oil, which is nice. And this reminds me, remember that sweater that I showed you with this in intarsia and duplicate stitch all over? I actually got permission from the magazine team to show that pattern on the live stream. But not sure if we're gonna do that, but it would be nice. It would be nice. All right. Hi Miranda, good morning. Hi Corrie, goedemorgen. Oh, the wick. That's right. Good morning, Annalena. Hello. So, what's everyone been up to? I have a lot of new things to show you. Well, is it a lot? Yeah, I'm excited about it. So, I'll just share the link on Instagram first because I always forget to do that. Copy, please. Share. No. Okay. All set. My desk is a mess. A mess. There are punch cards everywhere. So, I've almost finished the bamboo top, the pink top I was showing you. I had an idea. Remember this one? That's what I showed you last time. And I had an idea of... I had to do 2 squares in order to finish a row. And then I had the idea of just doing way down. Then I did that and it didn't look right. It kind of, there were too many stitches. So I would have had to rip it out and start over with fewer stitches. And instead I did something else. Hi Chris, good morning. Good morning Marianne, good morning Aniek. Annalena says I've decided to devote July and August to finishing my whips. Yay! Not that I will not start something new, just spending more time on whips. Good idea. Corrie zegt, ik moet er weer afhaken. De wifi op de camping is beroerd. Oh, veel plezier op de camping. Doei. So I would have had to start over with fewer stitches, but instead I put it on the knitting machine. I sewed it together. I finished the ribbing on the front, and now I'm finishing the ribbing on the back. I am so surprised that this actually worked. And yeah, it looks quite nice. So what I did was I crocheted a row of single crochet so that I was able to pick up those loops. And yeah, I quite like it. Thank you, Annalena. So yeah, I do still want to dye it because I'm not sure. I do like this color, but I think I will wear it more if it's a dark color. I think I'll wear it more. Thank you, Natasha. Yeah, so I'm pretty pleased with that. So I did that on the back, and then I did a couple rows on the front as well because it was just too short otherwise. I don't think I can put it on yet without pulling some stitches off the needle, so I'm not gonna risk it. Yeah, I mean, it might look a bit weird on the front, but I think once you see the back, it kind of ties it together. So yeah. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I was hoping to finish it and actually wear it today. And I could have finished it, but yesterday we were invited to dinner somewhere with a bunch of friends, and yeah, I thought it would be best not to take my knitting because they don't really know me as a knitter. So it would have been a bit weird, I think. Oh, Annalena, I'm happy that I can inspire you. Thank you, Miranda. Miranda is working on a toasted tea. Yay! That's really fun. I would use the back as the front and have an open back top. I thought about that, and that was the initial idea, but on the machine, it's yeah, it's not really easy to keep track of knots in your yarn when you're knitting on the machine, and so I knit a knot into this part, and it's right in the middle there, and it's really noticeable, so that's why I decided not to have that as the front. Yeah, I'm going to attempt to do it a bit less noticeable, but yeah. But now I already sewed it together so that the back is a little bit higher. But that was my first idea, because I think that would have been very nice. Nice idea to have it open in the back, and then in the front just have it closed like above the like bra line or something. I think that would have been a nice idea. Yeah. Very happy. I still have a lot of yarn left. Oh, even more. So, not sure what to do with that, but I'll find something. Yeah. Annalena says, I don't have a knitting machine, but I would try it with hand knitting. Yeah, so I'm way more of a knitting fan than a crochet fan. So, and if that's true for you, or if it's the other way around, and you have a knitting project and you think, oh, this would be so much easier to finish with crochet, go for it. A short sleeve, that could be really nice. Hi Ariadne, how are you? Oops. Yeah, so I might be wearing that next week. I have not started the Tour de Fleece yet, because yeah, I've been just doing too many things, and I wanted to finish this. Yeah, I've also been so I've been experimenting on the knitting machine. I found my punch card puncher. This might not make sense if you don't know. So in a knitting machine, in the one that I have now, you can actually like insert this into the machine and it will create this pattern. And this pattern, you start with a card like this, and then you punch out the holes. And this is a specific punch card puncher. I just think it's such a funny thing, because it reminds me of like train ticket stamping. Yeah. Natasha has been rearranging her craft corner. Also haven't started on Tour de Fleece. Really do want to though. Yeah, me too. I've been thinking of painting my spinning wheel, but I'll save that for another day. Oh, thank you, Ariadne. And I'm happy that I can inspire you. Yeah, because you can change your mind about a craft project. In fact, I was gonna have the blanket in the background. Let's put this away. It has a very retro box. I was gonna put the blanket behind me, and for the blanket, I did a knit border, but it would have been so much easier if I would have done a double crochet border. But I found that I thought that as the designer, I should just keep it to knitting and leave it to other people to substitute it for a crochet border instead, because you can totally do that. That was bothering me. There. Yeah. Ariadne is knitting a swatch for the Love Note sweater. Oh, very nice. On Ravelry, there's a group for knitting together and wearing it on the Breidagen. Oh, that's so much fun! Yeah, I love when people knit the same thing for an event and then take a group photo. Maybe you could do a crochet border on a next blanket project. Yeah, I might be able to, because I do have some ideas for another blanket. I want to do another colorwork blanket where I'm just knitting the entire width of the blanket, so there's no seaming widthwise. It's gonna be a lot of stitches on the needle, but I think it's also going to be easier, and I'll do it with a thicker yarn so that it goes faster. Yeah, that's the idea, but I have tons of ideas to complete in the meantime. Today I'll be working on one of my book projects, which is the Leiden cowl. Because I really want to have one that I can actually wear instead of keeping it pristine to show at yarn festivals and stuff. Talking of which, I am going to be attending 2 yarn festivals in Scotland on September 7th in Perth. That's just north of Edinburgh. It's not the Perth of Australia. It's Perth, Scotland. And one in Glasgow. And I'm going to be teaching there, which is really exciting, really fun. I've never been to Glasgow. No, that's not true. I've driven through it, but it doesn't really count. I did not step out of the car in Glasgow. Yeah, so that's really exciting. So yeah. And this week, just cleaning up a bit of my desk. This week I've been doing a lot of hand dyeing with the Scheepjes, with the new yarns called Scheepjes Naked. I do think the name is a bit weird. Like, oh, naked. Any news about the English version of your book? Yeah, I might have news very soon. Things are happening, but yeah, I don't have any definitive information just yet, but I hope to have it soon. So I did some dyeing, and I did some over dyeing as well. So some of these skeins are not the original color that they were the first time I dyed them. And I'm about to finish the dyeing vlog. Oh yeah, no worries, Annalena. It's fine. But I would like to have it for this fall winter. But yeah. I don't really know how fast it goes with translations. I mean, if they ask me to do the translations, then I might be able to do it faster. But at least I don't have to, take new photographs. They don't have to wait for the samples. I do have to record some new tutorial videos because I have like QR codes in the book. And those are linking to Dutch videos right now. So yeah, so I should record new videos. That's one thing that I can already do, and it won't take too much time. But yeah, I don't know how much time it will go into formatting the translated text, because usually English text is more compact than Dutch text for knitting patterns. So I don't think they'll have a lot of issue like fitting it into the pages. But who knows? Like, this is all new for me, which is really exciting. So I did some dyeing, and the first time that I dyed them, the colors were really like not really my style. I dyed these, which again, they're not showing up as bright on the screen. How can I put this? Do you know? I always try to link it to vegetables because that's usually universal. So if you take either broccoli or Brussels sprouts and you boil them very, very short, like within the first few minutes of boiling, it becomes this vibrant green. That's this one. Like the vegetable is not done yet when it's this color. Or it could be very crunchy. Trying to think of something else with this color. Yeah, the Ghostbuster slime. Oh, good. Okay, you're getting the explanation. Good. Yeah, so this was the dye, which was called Crocodile Green, and I tried different amounts of citric acid because I found different recipes online. Yeah, but it's a little bit too vibrant for me right now, so I'm gonna over dye this later, but I want to show it on the podcast first. Yeah, the vegetable explanation. Yeah, it's good. Because I also think that the Ghostbuster slime is even more like radioactive. I don't have it as fresh in my mind as vegetables. Also, when you boil spinach and then you drain it and then the color of the water, that's like pretty close. Right, and then I did this one as well. This is one that I over dyed because it was too bright for me first. So I used some different green here. And this was Kelly green, and it was like, this was like really radioactive green. You can see that this is more muted than, well, it doesn't really show up on camera. That's annoying. But then I over dyed it with more purple because I do like the purple, and it's very cool toned, but it might work for some Halloweeny pair of socks or something. This was sport weight, I think, so it doesn't really have nylon in it. Who knows? I might find a project for it. And then I dyed these two. I do like these. I like this one the most. This was with... So it's funny because I have some purple dyes. I have some jars of mixed purple dye. This was made with fuchsia and black. And I actually really like this kind of purple. It's like a gray lavender, which, yeah, I really, really like. This one, you'll have to see the dye vlog about this because it was so interesting. I put this in the dye bath with a mixed brown dye, and when it was in the water, it soaked up all of the... So first I have to explain, the brown dye is made up of pink, blue, and yellow. All three primary colors. And this color only absorbed... This yarn only absorbed the yellow and blue, and it left the pink in the dye pot. So halfway through this dye bath, I just added a mini skein to absorb the other color, and I got this color. This came from the same dye bath. Isn't that crazy? Like, it absorbed all of the pink that this one did not absorb. And this one got a bit light. I've over-dyed this again. But it's just imagine a slightly lighter version of this. So then I over-dyed it with another brown mixture, and I added some black, because if you don't add black, then you get this really light color. On camera it looks kind of like the yarn I dyed with instant coffee. Oh, that's fun. I mean, I also get a coffee vibe from it, like coffee ice cream. It looks slightly more red on camera. In real life, okay, let's do this again. Like, I'm getting iced coffee, a hint of potato skin. This is unhinged. No, what does it look like? This brown. What's this? Just this really like creamy iced coffee brown. Yeah, this brown. I don't know. Maybe I'll turn on the overhead camera, and maybe that will pick up the color better. That's gonna be easier than me trying to find vegetables to describe the yarn. It does really look like potato skins, though. What could be another... Like a cookie? No, but like a darker cookie. Oh, like caramel fudge. Yeah, it does kind of look like caramel fudge, but on camera it looks a bit more red. Maybe I can just adjust the camera. We love potatoes. Yeah, potatoes. Okay. Configure video. Need my mouse for this. Okay. How do I do this? White balance? No. I don't know. No, I don't know. I thought I would be able to fix it, but I don't think so. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Yeah. Potatoes. Polderpataten. I've never heard that. Polderpataten. It's still a little bit red. Oh, what about the green? Yeah. I don't know. color is difficult to get right on camera. But I would say it's a little bit like caramel fudge, a little bit yellow green. Yeah, anyway. And then this one I really like. I put some mini skeins in there as well. With this, was it with this one? No, I put a mini skein in there with this one. And it's this. Look how cute. And this is really like, it's a really pretty purple color to me. Like if you imagine a Halloweeny purple, like you have black, orange, and purple, this is the purple I think of. It's a little bit more red than on camera. On the camera it shows a bit cool. And then with the second dye bath of this one, I put in another mini skein and turned like this. And it has some caramel fudge, but it also has some like salmon pink, like cooked salmon. Yeah, I quite like that. Quite like that. So I have these. I like the mini skeins. And these are sock yarn, and this, no, is that correct? I forgot. I put a band on one of the bases, like a dark cotton band, just so I can distinguish them. So yeah. Anyway, enough chatting about this. I'll better get on with my knitting. But yeah, there's a dyeing vlog coming very soon where you can see me making these colors. And yeah, where I'm showing what kind of things you need for yarn dyeing. So you obviously need the yarn and the dye, but I also use kitchen scales and measuring cups and a mask for the dust. Yeah, the minis are cute. Oh, it's one of my favorite quotes too from Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Potatoes. Where did I put this? And yeah. Is that the start of the round? Yeah, it is. Oh, I wonder if I can still do this without the pattern. It's been a while. What excellent boiled potatoes. What an exemplary vegetable. Yeah, exactly. And there's this, I don't know where it originated from, but I first heard it on the Pin Feathers and Pearls podcast. Remember that podcast? Oh, I loved it so much. And it was by Candace, and she said, I never met a potato I didn't like. Yeah, except maybe vodka. I don't really like vodka. But do they make gin from vodka? Because in that case, I do like it. I found it really funny that here in Scotland they call potatoes tatties. Tatties and mash, or tatty skins, or potato skins. If you ever see that in a restaurant, tatty skins, that's really really nice. It's basically they peel the potatoes so the peel is really thick, and then they fry that. So it's basically like thick crisps. Yeah, very nice. This is the cowl I'm making, and I'm knitting it in the round. But in order for me to knit it in the round with this needle set, I needed to get some very short needle tips. Yeah, neeps and tatties. Yeah, it sounds like inappropriate. Neeps and tatties, but neeps are like turnips, aren't they? Yeah, neeps and tatties, bangers and mash. That's sausages and mashed potatoes. Yeah. Like I've knit another cowl, same pattern, where I could use full length needle tips, but it was my Knit Pro Zing set, and from that set the cord is shorter. From the what am I using? The C knit needles. The cord is a bit longer, so so yeah, I had to use shorter needle tips, which I don't really like, which is maybe why I've left this project for so long. I haven't worked on it since November, I think. Oh. With this pattern, I really love the inside. I think it's almost as pretty as the outside. But yeah, sometimes I wish I hadn't frogged my first ever colorwork project, because it was a disaster. A disaster. Like, you could not even see the second color. The second color was so far pulled back into the work that it would only show like color A. Oh. But you know, we all start somewhere. And it's really just practice. It does look like weaving, yeah. And it looks like this if you don't have to wrap the floats. If you wrap the floats, I do think I wrapped the floats on some places. Can't find it now. Oh, right there. That's one spot where I wrapped the float. Probably had to do a tutorial video. Oh, by the way, for all the Dutch-speaking folk watching, I do still have copies of the book at home, like with my parents. So you can still order a copy via me, but I don't have it in the web shop anymore because my web shop is in pounds now, and the book is in I don't think it's, yeah, I didn't want to convert the price of the book because with book sales there are more rules than there usually are. So yeah, it's still possible to get your book via me. I've signed a couple of copies and left them with my mom, and she's happy to put them in the post for you. So if you want a copy, just send me a message. Haven't really been promoting the book since I moved because there was just so much so much I needed to do. Natasha's working on the chevron lace part. Yay! Oh, I really loved making that scent of the pine shawl. Should do more lace. Oh, by the way, next week we have our Patreon workshop on Wednesday from 1 to 3 UK time, so 2 to 4 Dutch time. For the past workshops, it's been more like an hour and a half instead of 2 hours. But I can't really estimate it beforehand. It's kind of difficult. And then in August, I do still have to pick the date, but we'll be doing Brioche. Is it live on Patreon? Yeah, so it's a live workshop, and I'll post the link on Patreon, but it is via Zoom. Just so I can help with questions, because if I were to do a Patreon live, then I wouldn't be able to see the participants, and I could have done that, but I think it works better on Zoom. But yeah, next week Wednesday we'll do a cable knitting workshop, 2 really fun cable patterns, a medallion cable and a horseshoe cable. Just really fun patterns to try. And they are 2 of my favorite types of cable. Oh yay, Annalena, I hope you can make it too. I was thinking for the August one, does does Wednesday still work best? Or I can do Tuesday as well, since now I'm no longer doing the Tuesday live streams, so I can use that time maybe for the August workshop. So on a Tuesday from 12 to 2 UK time. And it'll probably be either in the first week or the second week of August. So that is either 5th of August or 12th. Or like 6th or 13th. Oh, I can't remember if I have anything. Don't think so. And I really want to cast on a sock with the medallion cable. I think that would be really nice. So if I finish the bamboo top, then I'll cast on a sock so I can hopefully show you next week. It's open to everyone. It used to be a paid Patreon, but I put it on pause for a while. It's open to all members. So that is all paid members and all of the free trial members. And the replay is available for 1 month afterwards. I'm sorry I missed which cables we'll be knitting. I have a frustrated teenager moping around. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe they're here. That's alright. So medallion. Where do I have the swatches? Are they in here? Yes. So, last time we did the ribbed cable and the braided cable. And so many swatches. And this is the medallion cable, which is a cable where you have like a little medallion open center, and you can make that bigger and add moss stitch in the middle. It's really nice. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. And then the horseshoe, which is like, it's kind of like a zigzag or chevron cable, and it like goes outwards. Yeah. So those are the ones for next week. all of my cable swatches. Chris prefers second week, 13th or 14th, and Miranda prefers Wednesday. So that would be... Yeah, so we can do August 14th. That's Wednesday, August 14th. Yeah, I don't have everything. I don't have anything then. Ariadne is going to be going away for a bit, going to pick up my Alice from kindergarten. Okay, hopefully see you later, and otherwise see you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, she's upstairs now. Okay. Oh, throw some chocolate at her. Oh. Yeah, teenagers. You know, life is difficult as a teenager. Oh, I love this one so much. Just that squish. I want to create this mitten pattern with this cable, and also to have a 1x1 rib so that it kind of flows in there. Oh, I think it would be so nice. And then maybe fingerless. Yeah. That would be nice. August 14th. Okay. We'll do that. Perfect. And we'll do brioche. So excited. We'll just start with just single color brioche because yeah, let's start at the beginning, you know. And single color brioche. Oh, you can do so many beautiful things. You know, brioche is always so popular, and I always thought that if I was a smart business owner, then I would have a lot of brioche patterns because they sell really well. They're often really popular, but yeah. I don't know. For me, coloring is so much more fun. And there are amazing brioche pattern designers out there. But yeah, I always thought that if I was a real business person, then I would have a lot of brioche patterns. I'm teaching a workshop in Glasgow in October, and someone is teaching a brioche workshop, and I was sold out within 24 hours. Crazy. I mean, I am working on 2 brioche patterns. Just have to finish them. And they are going to be really nice, I think. Brioche looks daunting. I'm so glad you'll be teaching us next month. Yeah, I do get that it can be kind of intimidating. And it's difficult to fix mistakes in brioche, I will say that. But it's similar to lace, I would say, in that way. Because it's difficult to fix mistakes in lace as well. So you just have to put in a lot of lifelines, and I think that is the key with brioche. So, but yeah, you go step by step, and it's quite easy once you get the hang of it, and it's just, you just go with the flow, and it's like, yay! Yeah, so that's next month. Hi, Serena. How are you? What a pretty pattern. Thank you so much. This is from my book, which is only in Dutch for now, but I hope to have news of the English version very soon. Hi, Rema. No worries about being late. I'm happy you're here. What time is it? Oh, okay. It's just I've just been here for an hour. I'll be here for, until 12. Yeah, and similar to Annalena, I'm also on a kick of finishing works in progress. I need to finish a bunch of things. And July and August are gonna be the months for that. Actually, I can update my knitting notebook. I have to check if there are secret things in there. June. Yeah. Okay. How do I do this? Right. Here are my cables for the workshop. So we're doing medallion cable next week and horseshoe. Oh, thank you, Rima. Where's my pen? So, any things that I finished last week? No. Oops. Okay, I'll have to. There's something secret on the next page, so I'll have to. There we go. So for the next month, I'm not writing the colorwork sampler blanket. It is finished. Kind of sad. So, oh wait, I started too high. Maybe I'll just do it like this. July. There. Okay, gingham sweater. Not sure if I ever showed that. A Cooper socks. I've almost finished that one. I'm at least 75%, but because I finished the heel. Gingham sweater I've barely just cast on. Well, I did like 15 centimeters of the body, but it's a bottom up sweater. Brioche fade, brioche two-tone. Brioche two-tone. Pink bamboo top. I'm almost finishing that. Yeah, the camouflage socks. I don't know if I'll finish that. Mosaic, cocoa, souvenir. Leiden, Granny Square. Hi Lane, good morning. How are you? I'm just updating my project journal. And then latest avoiding finishing a work in progress that would maybe take an hour to finish because yay, my brain. Yeah, I'm in the same boat this week. I'm it'll get better. Trying to think of other works in progress. I'll hyperfixate on it in a little while. Yeah, just some background music, get it done, feel better. I think that's all. Do I really only have 16 works in progress? I don't believe that. I did finish that. Okay. Yes, I do spin. But I haven't started the Tour de Fleece yet. I really want to. But yeah. Not yet. 60 doesn't sound right. You usually have more like 20. Yeah, that is true. So I'm gonna do a little search of the house, and I might find 5 more. But also, like, I'm not counting swatches like this. Not counting that. Because it's just a swatch. So it's not a project. No, I really think I only have 16 works in progress. I mean, I finished the blanket. I finished another blanket. And, like, to be fair, it was a machine knit blanket, that second one, but I still had to hand knit the ribbing, so. I finished a lot of Christmas baubles. I finished the headband. And the cruise cardigan. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good this year. Even though, yeah, I can see a lot of projects in my future. But yeah, the bamboo top is almost finished, and the headband is almost finished. Then I'll even be at 14. It's unheard of. It's not, can't be right. So what were you gonna ask, Lane? Because do you spin? I forgot as well. I did spin 2 skeins last month. I think so, last month. That was really fun. You could always start some new projects. So yeah, I could easily fill it up to 20 plus works in progress again. And I've not counted the embroidery project because I don't think that counts for some reason. Don't know why. These are the skeins that I spun last month. Ooh. I really like this one. Yeah, so pretty. So pretty. This is like Skittles. I have the feeling that this wants to be a hat. And I think it would look even better with cables. So I might do cable hat. This one turned out very muddy. So I'm not sure if I'll knit a wearable thing with this. I think I'll knit some squares for my blanket. Yeah. looks like the Noro #1 color. This one. This, I agree, this kind of looks like Noro. I don't spin, but I went to the library yesterday and they have a wheel you can just use for free. My question is, does the quality of fiber matter so much for first time lessoning? To start, just use wool. Like, that's the easiest. Alpaca is more difficult. Silk is like, you don't even want to try silk. It's so difficult. But yeah, just plain wool, because it will stick together easier and it will slip out of your hands less quickly. So yeah, that's easier. Or use a second skein with a black or white to make the color pop. Oh, yeah, I could definitely do that. I could do that. But I need squares for my souvenir blanket. So, yeah. But that's definitely a great idea. And these colors mixed together are kind of a grayish blue. So I could do like a really dark navy. Or a really, really light pink. That would work. I just thought there was someone at the door. But yeah, that's amazing that they have a free to use spinning wheel, because they are really expensive. Do you have to like sit in the library, or can you take it home? Oh, they give you free lessons? Yes, get involved. Do that. Yeah, then I understand. You have to stay in the library. Okay. Oh, that's so great. I love that. I really like the tool library here. I mention it a lot because, you know, I can borrow things there like a ladder or a drill or a workbench or like lawnmowers. And how great would it be if they were like, if you could borrow a knitting machine or a spinning wheel. I do think they have a sewing machine you can borrow, which is just great. I love that. Yeah, libraries are awesome. But I kind of understand that they don't loan out knitting machines, because there's a lot of skill involved with knitting machines. I wouldn't want to loan out my knitting machine, because you can easily break it, damage something. My library is amazing. You can do anything from laser cutting to printing posters. That's amazing. To be fair, like, I haven't really ow, I bit my own tongue. I haven't really explored the Inverness library that much. The tool library is different from the book library. They have computers and I guess they have printers, but I haven't really checked what else maybe. I'm mostly there for the free audiobooks. Yeah. I paid so much for an audiobook app. And now that I'm not in the Netherlands anymore, it doesn't work anymore. So I had to find something else, and I don't like Audible because I would just put on a book in the background and go through multiple books a month. And with Audible, you get 1 credit? I don't. Yeah. I think it's a bad deal because, like with a Dutch app, you could just listen unlimited within your subscription. And then, sure, I don't have access to the books anymore that I had then, but I don't generally want to listen to a book more than once. So, oops. So yeah, I'm just trying out the library now, and it's all free. A tool library is such a great idea. Yeah, it's so great. Because we have a lawnmower, but we don't have one like for the edges of the grass. Do you know what I mean? It's a strimmer. And we're not about to buy one here because our tool shed is so tiny. And it's just easy to borrow, and it's only like £20 for a whole year. I keep talking about it to all my friends here. Like, you should subscribe to the tool library. Like, they even have a karaoke set. Yeah. There are also a ton of writers who put their books as audiobooks on their YouTube pages. Oh, I'll have to check that out. I really like Helen Fields. She writes a crime series based in Scotland. And before I moved, I listened to all of the books, and the narrator does the Scottish accent really well. I mean, he is Scottish, the narrator. But then he also does a character with a French accent and one with an American accent. And for most audiobooks, it always feels very forced, the accents, but with this one, it's perfect. I think he was an Outlander as well. Let me search. Robert Lang. That's a narrator, not the writer. Narrator? Oh, Robin. Sorry, Robin Lang. Which films has he played in? Oh, he is in Outlander. Who does he play in Outlander? Donald McDonald's. Wow, great name. Donald McDonald. I've no idea who that is. Oh, he's a Major Donald. Anywho, 6 episodes, so it's not a huge role. Yeah. On YouTube, the Google Play Books account pops up for Helen Field's audiobooks. What? I have to check this out. Google Play audiobook. Oh. Oh, but yeah, you can buy it. I'm reading the reviews. Okay. Okay, didn't know you can buy audiobooks via Google Play. But yeah, highly recommend. And if you're into very, very long audiobooks, I highly recommend from Stephen King, Fairy Tale. It's actually just called Fairy Tale. It's a very, it sounds like a very unimaginative title, but it is a great book. And I would recommend the audiobook way more than the written book, because Stephen King also does part of the narration, and he is just amazing. Yeah, that's actually one book that I am going to listen to for a second time. I just got that book from my brother. Yeah, oh, great choice. Yeah. And audiobooks just work so well with knitting and crocheting and cooking. I often just put on a audiobook while I'm cooking. I was also thinking about getting the book series that Bridgerton is based on. I think they must have audiobooks for that, but I'm seeing so many comments like, oh, in the book it was different or blah blah, and I think I wouldn't enjoy reading the books if I know that it's going to be different, because I might get annoyed by that as well. Yeah. I should have put a progress keeper when I started this, because that always keeps me motivated. Maybe I can remember where I was. I think I know. Oh, I can just rewind back later. Could do that. Yeah, I don't know. I'll rewind back later and see. No, I'm too impatient. I want to do that now. Okay. Where am I? In a row with 2, 1. Okay. Oh. Has it really been that many rows? Yeah. Oh. Well, that's nice. So this weekend I have something very exciting because I'm going to be following a workshop that has nothing to do with knitting or crocheting or any kind of, well, not any kind of fiber. It is still technically a fiber. I'm doing basket weaving for the very first time, so that's fun. I mean, I did try to weave a basket with yarn, but it's going to be the first time I'm doing that with yeah, twigs. And part of me is kind of worried because I got this workshop as a gift, and in the workshop information it says not suitable for beginners. Some previous basket weaving required. And I've done weaving with yarn, like a basket woven with yarn. I've done weaving with paper. I've done weaving with embroidery. The only thing I really haven't done is weaving something with sticks. Well, no, I have done that, but I haven't made that exact basket. And they don't give any other information with that. So I think I'm gonna be fine. But still, some part of me is worried. Because if I teach a knitting workshop and I say this is not for beginners, yeah, I'm gonna need you to comfortably know what are your knit stitches, what are your purl stitches. Like, maybe I'll show up to the basket weaving class and they'll say, okay, we'll start with a bottom of the flat braid technique, and I'm like, oh. I have watched a lot of tutorial videos on weaving, so I think I'll be fine. It's with branches, so with let's look that up. Wilch. With willow, yeah. So, and they are like very flexible. I'm scared that they'll just be really frustrated with me. But at the same time, I can't really see how it can be difficult. It's okay, just look at the person next to you if you're lost. Yeah, I hope it will be fine. I'm a quick learner. And how different can it be if you're already used to like braiding with fiber or... Oh, thank you, Annalena. It was last week. Yeah, June 26th. This was one of my birthday presents, by the way, the workshop. Yeah, I did have a great time. If you're paying for it, then they will probably be okay with your level. Yeah, but like you can pay for a workshop and still not meet the requirements. If someone were to someone did show up to one of my lace knitting workshops with a bright smile on her face and saying like, I'm gonna learn how to knit today. And I thought it was an advanced lace workshop. But it was fine. We had her knit a swatch. She had the enthusiasm. So that was good. And it's a full day workshop, so I'm sure I'll have time. What's the worst that can happen? Oh, that's a great way to reframe this. Just pick up another stick and knit it all together. Yeah, what's the worst that can happen? I'll just need some more time. That's the worst. I'll have to finish it at home. No worries. Yeah, I think it's a maximum of 6 people. So it's a pretty small class. Yeah. It'll be fine. I mean, I know the weaving techniques, but I don't know. I think the finishing will be different because with a fabric basket, like if you're using fabric strips or if you're using yarn, you can simply put it on a needle and weave it in somewhere. But if it's sticks, then it's more rigid. And I've done paper baskets, but you just glue things into place. Lots of one-on-one instruction, I bet. You're good. Yeah, I hope so too. I hope so. I think I'll manage. I actually got 2 workshops from this place. So one is the basket weaving and one is batik. Batik dyeing or painting. Don't know what the correct pronunciation is, but batik is this Indonesian craft of like painting with wax, so that you can have multiple colors on the same cloth. Because if you paint with wax and then dye it, the dye won't come in on the waxed parts. So I'm doing that workshop in August 8th or 9th. Pretty excited for that. Oh, it's raining. It's been raining a lot this week. Very Scottish weather. Oh, it's already 12. I have to go. I have to prepare for my next meeting. Every Thursday afternoon, I have a business meeting with just other friends who have their own business as well, and it's basically like a pep talk for all of us, and to keep each other accountable. And I have to get ready. Okay, I did quite a lot today, even though I was chatting for a long time in the beginning. There. Time flies, yeah. It does. Yeah, so I'll be working on this again next week, probably. Yeah. And I might be wearing my new top. Yeah, I only need to do a little bit of ribbing, and then I'll have it finished. So don't forget, for the Patreon subscribers, we have a workshop next week, Wednesday, July 10th. Cable knitting workshop. And for everyone else, I'll see you next week, Thursday, or another time. Thank you all so much for being here. It was so nice. Thank you for keeping me company. Have a great weekend. And I hope to see you next time. Bye bye, everyone. Bye bye.